guys. I hope you're enjoying learning about the poinsettia. I think it's a beautiful plant. In fact, my mom always gets me one for my Christmas decoration, and it sits on my table at my house. Today, I want to share a story with you about the legend of the poinsettia as it's used in the Mexican holiday of Las Posadas. It is written and actually it is retold and illustrated by Tommy De Viola. Meaning, it is retold, meaning that he's not the one that created this story. It's a legend or a folk tale. It's something that's been said through generations and told from parents to children and then children to their children and on and on and on about this magical plant, the poinsettia. Actually, I learned in that video the poinsettia. I have always said it wrong. The legend of the poinsettia. Lucida lived in a small village high up in the mountains of Mexico with her mama, her papa, and her younger brother and sister, Paco and Lupe. Papa worked in the fields with their burro, which is donkey, Pepito. Every evening, Lucida and Pepito fed Pepito, gave him fresh water, and filled his stall with clean straw. At home, Lucida helped Mama clean their casita, their little house, and pat out the tortillas for their meals. She took care of Paco and Lupe, and each morning they went to the shrine of the Virgin of Guadalupe near the front gate to see if the fresh candles were needed. But every day was not work. On Sundays, the family went to San Gabriel in the square where Padre Alvarez said the Mass. And all through the year they were fiestas and holy days, which always began with a procession that round through the village and ended in San Gabriel. A procession's like a parade. Round through the neighborhoods and ended at San Gabriel. One day, close to Christmas, La Navidad, Padre Alvarez came to their casita. "Ah, Señor Martinez, buenos dias." Good day. Padre Alvarez said, I'm here to ask you about the blanket which covers the figure of baby Jesus in the Christmas procession. We have used the same one for so many years that it's almost worn out. Because your weaving is so fine, I have come to ask if you would make a new one. Mi padre, Lucida's mother said. I would be honored, and Lucida will help me. On Saturday, Lucida and Mama went to the market to buy some wool for the blanket. They chose the finest yarn they could find. At home, Lucida helped Mama dye the wool the colors of the rainbow. These colors will shine through the church, Papa said, as he watched Lucida and Mama string the yarn on the loom. Look at all the yarn that they've dyed. Isn't that pretty? As Christmas drew clearer, everybody in the village was busy. All of the mamas were busy making gifts to place at the manger of baby Jesus in the church. The papas worked together putting up the manger scene at St. Gabriel. Lucida and the other children went to the church for singing practice for the Christmas Eve procession, when everybody would walk to San Gabriel, singing and carrying candles. Once inside, Padre Alvarez would lay the figure of baby Jesus in the manger, and the villagers would go up and place their gifts around it. Our gift will be the blanket for baby Jesus, Lucida told her friends. I am helping to make Mama make it. I am helping Mama weave it. One afternoon, a few days before Christmas Eve, Lucida and the children were singing in the church when Señor Gomez came hurrying in. Lucida, you must come home. Your Mama is sick and your Papa has taken her down to the town to see the doctor. You must take care of your brother and sister until your Papa returns tonight. Lucida was frightened. Mama had never been sick before. When she got home, Paco and Lupe were crying. They were frightened too. Lucida tried to comfort them, and she made some food and sat down to wait for Papa. That evening, Papa came home looking tired and worried. He drew Lucida close and said, Lucida, mi niña, your Mama is ill. Your aunt, Tia Carmen, will take care of Mama until she is well, but I must go back and stay with Mama until I can bring her home. But it wouldn't be until after Christmas. Señor Gomez will take care of you and Paco and Lupe while I am gone. She will come for you tomorrow. The next afternoon, Lucida overheard two women talking. Lucida's mama is ill. She won't be able to finish the blanket for the procession. Isn't it a shame? See, said the other woman, we are also disappointed. Padre Alvarez will have to use the old worn-out one. When Lucida went home to feed Pepito and get clothes ready for Paco, Lupe, and herself, she looked at the unfinished blanket on the loom. Perhaps I could finish it, she thought. But when she sat down and tried to weave, the yarn got tangled. The more she tried to untangle it, the worse it got. It was no use. Lucida could never finish it by herself. She took the unfinished blanket to Señor Gomez. Oh, Lucida, it's so tangled. There isn't time for me to fix it, Señor Gomez told her. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Lucida started to cry. It was her fault the blanket was ruined. Her family wouldn't have a gift to place at the manger of baby Jesus. Don't worry, Lucida. We will all go to the procession together. Lucida didn't say anything, but in her heart she felt like she had ruined Christmas. Come, Paco, come, Lupe. It's time to go to the procession. Señor Gomez called on Christmas Eve. Where is Lucida? She was nowhere to be found. Lucida was missing. From the shadows, Lucida watched everyone gather for the procession. The candles were lit, the singing began, and the villagers walked to San Gabriel, carrying gifts to place at the manger. Lucida walked along in the darkness and watched the procession go into the church, followed by Padre Alvarez and baby Jesus. Little girl, here you are, Lucida, said an old woman who stood nearby in the shadows. See, Lucida answered, wondering who she was. I have a message for you. Your mama is going to be fine, and your papa will bring her home soon, so don't you worry. Go now into the church and celebrate Christmas with the others. Paco and Lupe are waiting for you. I can't, Lucida told her. I don't have a gift for the baby Jesus. Mama and I were weaving a beautiful blanket, but I couldn't finish it. I tried, but I only got it tangled all up. Ah, Lucida, any gift is beautiful because it is given, the woman told her. Whatever you give, the baby Jesus will love it because it comes from you. But what can I give now? Lucida said, looking around. A patch of tall green weeds grew nearby. Lucida rushed over and picked up an armful. Do you think these will be all right? Lucida turned to ask the old woman, but she was gone. Lucida walked into the church. It was blazing with candlelight, and the children were singing as she walked quietly down the aisle, with a bundle of green weeds in her arms. What is Lucida carrying? A woman whispered. Why is she bringing weeds into the church? Another murmured. Lucida reached the manger scene. She placed the green weeds around the stable, and then she lowered her head and prayed. A hush fell over the church. Voices began to whisper. Look at the weeds. Lucida opened her eyes and looked up. Each weed was tipped with a flaming red star. The manger glowed and shimmered as if lit by 100 candles. When everybody went outside after Mass, all of the clumps of tall green weeds throughout the town were shining red stars. Lucida's simple gift had indeed become beautiful. And every Christmas to this day, the red stars shine on the top of the green branches in Mexico. The people call the plants La Flora de la Nochebuena, the flower of the Holy Night, the Poinsettia. Wasn't that cool? I think my favorite line from the story came from the old woman. She said, Lucida, any gift is beautiful because it is given. I really feel that way too. I think that is so cool, and what a beautiful story, the legend of the poinsettia. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Las Posadas and some of their legends and customs, which we saw in our story today. Have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.